In this book display, I'm going to feature some books that we have in the library for checkout about Westward Expansion. There's a collection of informational books, chapter books, some graphic novels thrown in, all different sorts of great reads. So I'm just going to feature a few of them. You can see pictures of all of them here in this video, but then a few of them I'm going to give you a little bit more information. So this first one, we definitely have some Story of America, informational books about this time period. So if you're a history buff and you're just super interested in this time period, definitely take a look at some of these that we have on display. I love this series, the You Wouldn't Want to Be an American Pioneer or the You Wouldn't Want to Be series. It's so much fun, and this one specifically on Westward Expansion. Bandit's Moon is a chapter book. Annie Rose was left behind when her brothers joined the gold rush and escapes the woman she's staying with to set out on a grand adventure. So an orphan, an outlaw, and the wild, wild west. This one right here, the Oregon Trail, oh my gosh, these are so fun. These are You Choose books. This is where you can have an interactive experience with a book. So as you're reading the book, you'll get to pages where you get to decide where you'd like to go next with the story. So if you've not experienced one of these yet, this would be a fun way to explore the subject matter of Westward Expansion, but in a way that's really, really unique. So that one's called the Oregon Trail You Choose series. Another fiction book I want to tell you about, The Letters from the Corrugated Castle. This is a novel set in the 1850s where Eldora, who was raised in Massachusetts as an orphan, moves with her guardians to San Francisco, where she begins teaching two Mexicano children English, befriends a boy searching for gold, and finds herself face to face with her influential mother. Interesting. All right, so here's a few others. There's a biography here about the Oregon Trail, the tragic tale of Narcissa Whitman, and a faithful history of the Oregon Trail. There's a few others here as well about the Oregon Trail. Dear Levi, Letters from the Overland Trail. You can see he's on his way out west from the cover there. Here's some other ones here, as well as here, Tuckett's Ride Home, or Tuckett's Home, I should say. This one, the Louisiana Purchase through the eyes of Thomas Jefferson. It describes the Louisiana Purchase from Jefferson's perspective, including the challenges he faced, how he responded to difficult issues, and how he shaped the country during this pressing time in office. So super interesting. Here's one on the American West. And then this one is so much fun. So this is all about the gold rush. And actually, I'm going to finish here by showing you some books about the gold rush. So this one is called How to Get Rich in the California Gold Rush. And I think we have one on the Oregon Trail too in this series. So An Adventurer's Guide to the Fabulous Riches Discovered in 1848. So we've got lots of really colorful pictures here, lots of cool graphics. Just a really fun way to learn more about this topic if you're interested in learning more about the gold rush. So the other gold rush books that I wanted to feature are over here. Lots of different ones. A graphic novel about the California gold rush. A few others over here. This one right here, Bret Hart's Gold Rush. A collection of short stories about the miners, preachers, women, and gamblers who took part in the California Gold Rush. So that's kind of neat because you get to read short stories from different perspectives of people who experienced that time period. And then this is all about the Klondike Gold Rush, which was further north. So we've got Call of the Klondike, the true gold rush adventure through telegrams, letters, diary entries, and newspaper articles. It retells the story of Will and Marshall's adventure as prospectors in Dawson City, Canada during the Klondike Gold Rush. And then Jack London is probably best known. He wrote the book Call of the Wild, and he was a big part of the Klondike Gold Rush as well. So there's a biography about him. So lots of great books about Westward Expansion and all the different angles and the different parts and pieces. If you're interested, click on the button underneath this video and you can place any of these books on hold for checkout.